Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and insights for Monday, the 2nd of December through until the 8th of December 2024. As we move into this week ahead between the 2nd and the 4th of this week, we are entering the Antares Stargate portal. Now, Antares is known as one of the four royal stars. And as the sun conjuncts with Antares, this is activating its energy, and it will be beaming its energy through to each and every one of us, right into our hearts, actually, through our crown chakras. And that obviously will flow also into our entire beings. Antares is known as the heart of the scorpion. So this energy opens our hearts and it brings a frequency and a sense of abundance. And so we're opening our hearts to receive abundance, and we're opening our minds and our hearts to creativity. So you may feel more compassionate towards yourself and others. Antares in some cultures is considered to be the resting place for souls on their way to the afterlife. And it's a resting place where you have the opportunity to review your life. And so the gift of Antares and the message of Antares is that we don't need to wait until we're on our way to the afterlife to do a review of our lives, to contemplate the course of your life. And you can do that during this Stargate portal. And it's so interesting because something that I was reminded of personally myself today was an experience that I had many years ago where in a lucid type dream, I was shown the path of my life as a domino course. And the first domino went down, and as it traveled along, knocking down all the other dominoes along the course or the pathway of my life, what appeared with each turning, with each, overlapping or lapping of each of the dominoes, was multiple decisions and actions and events throughout my life. And it showed me how each turn, each decision, each situation, each choice had led me to be exactly where I needed to be in that moment. But it also highlighted to me the growth on a soul level, on a personal level, on a spiritual level that had taken place, and that each of those situations in the past needed to happen and needed to occur in order for me to have an awakening, to have an expansion of my consciousness, to have a spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, personal growth. And so I think that this week with the Antares Stargate portal, I think that's a beautiful metaphor and a beautiful reminder that we have the opportunity to reflect and find peace within ourselves for the choices that we've made. When that dream came to me, I was asking the universe how I could be at peace with my life choices, how I could forgive myself and others. And in the moment that I was gifted that dream, when I awoke, it was like the whole weight of the world had been lifted from my shoulders. And I just felt such relief because all of the judgment, all of the self-criticism, all of the unforgiveness of myself was released from me in that moment, because I was like, it all needed to happen. It all happened the way that it was supposed to happen. So during this week, ask yourself, what is the phone call that you need to make? Who do you need to reach out to? How can you forgive yourself? Who do you need to forgive? And in doing so, it's giving you the opportunity to find peace in how your life is unfolded. On the 4th of December, we have the Sun square of Saturn. And this is a day to pay attention to what is happening around you. It's a day to manage your boundaries, to be aware of your boundaries, to manage your time and what you're placing your energy on. We also have this week the Sun conjunct Mercury retrograde. And my words aren't working. That's why I'm giggling to myself, like the planet of communication, which is currently in retrograde. So Mercury is also bringing additional inner wisdom to the surface, offering you clarity and insight, and the invitation also to be patient and mindful of yourself. We have Mars going into retrograde this week. And this Mars going into retrograde helps us, motivates us, and helps us to reprioritize and redefine how you are choosing to spend your energy. Think, if you need to, think of your energy as money and the value that that means to you. And this is not to say that we're all material beings. Let's just be honest. We live in a material world, and money makes the world go round. Like money, it serves a purpose. It's just an energy. So how are you spending your precious energy? What is it that you need to align the value of your personal energy to in order for you to value it in a way that allows you to prioritize your needs? Because it's a precious resource that belongs to you. It is yours. It's your energy. This is also a time where Mars retrograde will be moving through the sign of Leo. And as Leo is a very heart-centered sign, there will be the opportunity also for you to focus more on self-love and authenticity. Are you being true to yourself? Are you in alignment with your inner values, your inner wisdom, your inner integrity, and your intuition? We also have Venus conjunct Pluto. Now, as Venus is moving into Aquarius, where it will align with Pluto, so this could potentially bring to the surface imbalances in relationships. Your invitation from Venus is to tap into your divine feminine essence. And when we do that, we're also bringing into any situation the intuition through the divine feminine, but also the capacity to hold unconditional love and compassion for ourselves and others. We also have this week Neptune going direct, so coming out of retrograde and going direct. Now, while Neptune has been in retrograde, it's been an opportunity for us to have that inward reflection. And as it stations direct, it will be bringing into the forefront of your inner sight, your heart's wisdom, clarity on situations that you've been experiencing, things that you've been going through. And that will come through as aha moments, insights, and that may be through your journaling or through your meditations. But it's also a time to honor your intuition and to honor the importance to you, how important is it to you to live the remainder of your life, however long that time may be, as the most authentic version of yourself? Because each and every one of you know deep down who the person is that you want to be, who the person is that you desire or wish you could be. We all know deep down who that is. That's our deepest truth. More on the energies of the week ahead. What else can we expect? We look to what can support us. Thank you. Two have come out, so I'm going to go with that. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe and potent connection. I love this. Remember that you have your own guardian angels who are the most divine beings of unconditional love and light that have committed themselves to walk your path in this lifetime, to walk beside you, to surround you in protection, to guide you. And they are just waiting for your invitation. They're waiting for you to meet them in the plane of stillness, through meditation, through your heart space. They're there to support and guide you. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. We have Mars going into retrograde this week. But it's also all about how the whole messaging of this week ahead is how are you exerting, expending, utilizing, nourishing, nurturing, replenishing your precious resource, which is your energy. And the solar plexus is your will. And that's usually where people plug into us and literally suck the life force out of us. So take time this week to have an awareness of and observe who and what you're giving your energy to and what you're doing to replenish that. Our hearts for the week ahead. I keep getting two. I'm just going to go with it. Border codes, ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. Heart intelligence, heart wisdom, heart coherence, metamorphosis, embrace transformation. Things are different now. You are no longer who you used to be. This is such a pertinent message. You cannot turn back time. You can't go back to who you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 30 years ago and change the course of your life, your actions, or your decisions. So isn't it time for you to give yourself a break and to stop punishing yourself for things that you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychically cannot go back and change? So this is an opportunity for you, especially in this week with the Antares Stargate portal, to bring in that compassion, understanding, and forgiveness of yourself, for yourself. It will serve you in the best and highest way. Here's the bonus. Ishtar. Beautiful Ishtar. She invites you to embrace the depths of your passions and express your soul's desires with elegance and strength. Embrace your passion and power as you move through transformation with a courageous heart. Isn't it? Any form of growth, No growth takes place without change. The flowers don't grow without the changing of the seasons. We are living in a universe where there is no death. We are eternal beings. There is the illusion of death and rebirth, death and rebirth. We see death and rebirth in nature. We see that we physically leave this vessel. We leave this, our soul leaves this physical vessel when the time comes for us to no longer be here. Yet our consciousness and our soul continues to exist eternally. So change is constantly occurring. We're moving from day to night. Depending on where you live in the world, where I live in the world, I can literally have 4 seasons in one day. Everything is in motion. Our cells are constantly dying and rebirthing, dying and rebirthing, dying and rebirthing. Our bodies change and rebirth themselves on multiple levels, cyclically, whether that's every week, every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. Change is something that you can have an open curiosity and excitement for. Imagine if I allowed myself to be open and excited for change. Imagine if change supported me in stepping into my authentic self. I hope that these messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself and others. Namaste. Blessed be. Bye.